They've been operating everywhere that they see fit.
Oh, I see. Okay. As long as they're not, like, claiming, like, town or some shit. Sure, we'll talk to them. Wait, what?
They seem to be terrified of me.
Oh, good. We could use that to our diplomatic advantage the next time we meet with them. Alright, so, we're allies, right? And we have a common foe, Catholics or some shit. If I'm honest, I don't know. It seems really disinteresting to me to put any attention into psychotic religious folk, you know? I'd rather best put my energies building what I have instead of trying to tear down some lunacy. I don't know how to describe them. But yeah, you catch my drift. So, I mean, are you guys just gonna... Are you on the warpath with these Catholic people? Are you on the avoidance path? I mean, what's the plan? I mean, what do you need from us?
I'm sorry to say that we were quite close to some sort of, I wouldn't say alliance, but to giving in to their demands several days ago. They had issued some ultimatums to us, and we had little in the way of defense, so we were prepared to give in, but at the last moment, quite unexpectedly to me, Dr. Pisces, unleashed some sort of incredible tirade over the radio and tore that alliance asunder. In response, they have assured me that they would find us, kill us, burn us at the stake. The man's name is Otto Martelli. He claims himself some captain of the Swiss Guard and acts as some sort of soldier in lead of these Crusaders. He seems to be the cutting edge, the head of the snake, as it were. If he were to be dealt with, perhaps the militaristic branch of these Crusaders might be easier to deal with.
There is no negotiating with the Catholics. Now, they don't have what you would call logic, you know? They, I don't know. They set a term, right? Like, stop doing this. If you even had agreed to an alliance with them, right? I am quite positive very shortly when they felt necessary to do so, they just would have shot you in the back, you know? Probably because it was funny, right? Not because it made any sense. So, I mean, even if I were to shoot this guy, right? Even if I were to find this head of the snake, as you say, and I shoot him, right? It's not going to do anything, right? They don't really follow someone. You know, they say they do. You know, they say they're diplomatic. They say they have something going on. But, I mean, honestly, I've heard enough stories about these gentlemen to understand that they have literally nothing but guns and killing going on for them. There's nothing to work with, you know? There's nothing to lose by going against them, and there's nothing to gain by going with them, because even if you do go with them, they're eventually just going to be against you anyway. So, I don't really know what to say. You know, there's really not a whole lot to say.
I tend to agree. I'm quite pleased at the way that things shook out. At the moment that I heard the radio broadcast, I was outraged. I thought that Dr. Pisces had thrown our lives away at this hopeless cause, opposing these Crusaders, but as time goes on, I suppose she made the right call. Making a deal with them would be like making a proverbial deal with the devil, it would seem. Suffice it to say, I'm quite glad you're back.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not like I'm gonna, wipe the face of the earth from these Catholics or something shit like that. You know, that would require effort towards their stuff. You know, if I'm honest, I don't want to waste my time. They're gonna shoot me, right? They're gonna shoot you, but eventually these holy folks will go back to their home, and we will still be here in this country. At least some of us. Surely some of us will die. That is how these wars go. But I doubt longevity is the, plan for these Italians. Yeah, they're gonna go back to Italy at some point. So we should probably more focus on, us instead of them. So, I mean, if you're getting shot at by them or something, or you're captured, obviously give us a call. We'll do our best. But insofar as any massive aggressive campaign against these religious folks, I think it's best we just turn our energies towards something more productive. They're insane. You cannot negotiate or bring insanity into the fold. If you remember, there was a group called the Cult a while ago. Yeah, no. You'll notice we didn't try dealing with them, right? They had, 30 feral refugees, but, they disappeared, because this wasn't their country. That's just the way these sorts of things work. It's a painful process, for sure, but, it's one we all have to go through every now and then. The world's a strange place. Let's get on to more productive topics. Aside from pissing off people who are always pissed off, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm sure there's been many wars with these people. Whatever. What other things have you been doing for the last month?
Well, the past month I've been deeply involved in my research, in my studies. There's also been a sort of refuge camp set up by one of the groups near Lapatino. I've been helping with Dr. Banks Lacey there to provide medical assistance to any survivors with gunshot wounds, lacerations, twisted ankles, that sort of thing.
We've had some bad experiences, did we not, King, last night?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, those camp people don't really take security exactly seriously. A couple of my men were very, very hurt with a grenade blast, and they just kind of stood around and looted their bodies instead of, I don't know, chasing the grenade thrower.
Oh my. Well, they are civilian in nature. Perhaps they simply don't have the proper training to respond to a situation like that. I do hope none of your men were severely wounded. I'd be happy to look at any of them if they caught any shrapnel and avoid infection.
One died of its wounds.
Well, we lost one.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, that's just how these things go. So these campers, yeah, I keep hearing about them. Apparently they're a thing now. What's so interesting about a trailer park? Explain.
Well, it sounds absurd after the comment about the grenades, but the relative safety of the area seems appealing to most. It's got plenty of comforts, tents to sleep in when it's raining, relatively free of concern about wandering zombies biting you while you're trying to enjoy a meal or relax, and quite a bit of medical care goes on there, as well as a very limited amount of trading when it's permitted.
I'm gonna have to butt in. You said it's safe, but to my count, the renegades have attacked 3 times. It doesn't seem very safe to me.
I don't know what to say. Perhaps I'm just lucky. The few times I've been there, it's been relatively peaceful. There have been some tense talks, I grant you that, but things have been stopped before they come to blows.
You're lucky, Doc.
Yeah. So are they, are they doing anything, or are they just camping? They've created a safe zone. What are they doing with it,
I've talked extensively to Dr. Banks Lacey, who they seem to follow as some sort of leader, general practitioner, a very promising and talented young individual. They don't seem ambitious to me. They don't have any plans to expand or impose their will or territorial rights or anything of that nature. They seem quite content with simply having a safe area with which to operate to some peaceful degree. Further than that, I'm not sure what their goals or ambitions seem to be, or at least they haven't made them clear to me.
I see. Well, are they popular? Like, is it a thing?
Oh, it is quite a thing, I assure you. I have seen every manner of individual passing through camp, from clowns to Crusaders, myself, to unaffiliated individuals who have simply just come out of the woods, it seemed. They didn't seem to know anything about anything. You name it, they've been there.
Back to an original subject, you had mentioned you have a pregnant woman and that you weren't able to keep her safe. Yeah. Is there a place we can move this woman that's perhaps a little bit more secure than in the middle of a camp of doctors? No offense, you know? Keeping the kid alive should be kind of a higher priority, even if it is, how you say, a piece of shit child from Tyler Mitchell.
Well, there was a location that we'd scouted out and temporarily named Camp Mercy. It had surrounding walls around it and a fairly defensible position, plenty of barns inside of it to keep people dry from the rain, but unfortunately we were chased out of there. We didn't have enough security to keep the area safe. It was a small walled compound just north of Green Mountain.
I see. Well, do you want to go back there, or where are we going to put this woman? You know, we got to keep the kid and the woman safe, yeah? Kind of a priority these days. So, you tell me where, right, and I give you men, and we guard it.
Come here. Oh, Jack. Come here.
I would certainly be open to that position. It was a very pleasant time while it lasted, but unfortunately we simply, doctors, we didn't have the manpower or the muscle, as you would say, to hold the ground, so we were forced out. When the Crusaders learned of our position, we were simply unable to stay. It is rather ideal for providing medical care, providing food, as even farming areas in the area, and quite ideal, I would say.
Well, I can only promise 5 of my men to stand guard at your gates. Yeah, I'm not going to send an entire army to watch over this one pregnant woman the entire time, but I will send 5. Now, so if 5 doesn't cut, covering an entire camp on top of what you can supply, I suggest moving.
Very good. 5 should be a very promising start.
I see. Well, make that your top priority. Yeah. Pregnant people are our priority, as we did say before I was stabbed. And we will continue to support our, how you say, proclamation. Within reason, I think. When can we expect a time and a place to move this pregnant woman to this Camp Mercy? Yeah?
We'll need to get in touch with her. Dr. Pisces tends to usually be able to grab her on the radio. I would imagine, without speaking to her, of course, that maybe about 3 or 4 hours from now.
I see. I think there are people rumbling outside. It appears you have important business to attend to. Yeah, certainly.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, okay. You know, you're a good guy, Mr. West. I would hate to be, how you say, insulted by the catter you keep as company around here. Yeah? Shouting, asking for a meeting to be hurried up, unless there's life and death at stake. Kind of pisses me off a little bit, you know? I'm trying to be polite here, but impoliteness brings out violence, I think. So we'll end this meeting, you know, so how you say, everyone's happy. We'll pick it up at another time. Well, let's go away then, guys, huh? Stop pissing off the fucking doctors.
Alrighty.
I do apologize. I'll have that dealt with. That certainly won't happen again. Be safe.
Yeah, sure it won't. Yeah. Goodbye. Alright, for whatever reason, they're angry now. I don't know why they're angry, but, they're angry. Have one of our men stay behind.
Can I ask, which one of you incompetent morons that was?
You know,
talk, shall we?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Dr. Man's in trouble.
Even this time, it's
I
not
have
good
no
enough.
idea what you mean. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Dr. Pisces, how can I help you?
One moment. And why do we have an audience?
I like shows.
Well, no, this isn't a show. Go away.
That wasn't very nice.
Come on, bud. We got something else to do.
What the fuck was that?
Is everything all right, Dr. Pisces? What was what? I don't understand.
Do you really think I would take out of my shitty time right now to arrange a meeting with Joffrey for you to take over it and give him information that he doesn't even know?
Information about what? I was simply concerned with the health care plan for the patient.
Exactly, Wes. Information you don't know. So next time I arrange a meeting to speak to the person. I'm going to speak to the person. Do you understand me? So don't
I was
come
not
out
aware
here
a meeting had been
calling everyone
arranged.
a complete morons, okay? And for the love of Christ, if you're going to mention Cowboy's wife, do not mention her pregnancy. That is why I wanted the meeting. Am I clear? I am fed up of all of this week.
I simply wanted to find a solution to these problems that we've been facing as of late. Mr. Joffrey and his men seem a suitable alternative to being burned at the stake, do they not?
Did I just overhear you wanting to alliance with Catholic people who burn pregnant women, not only burn but put fuel on them, West, to ally with them? Are you kidding me?
I was simply one of many possibilities I was exploring. It's certainly that way, but I leave no stone unturned, they say.
Oh my God, Wes. Do I have to put this in your thick skull? If we went with those Catholic fucks, then the rest of Chernarus would have wanted to kill us. Okay? And guess what? Not only would we have been Catholics, not only would we have been Catholics, West, but we would have had to do whatever they said. Now, I allow you to help whoever you want. They would have restricted whatever sort of rights and morals you had. They stabbed Joffrey, okay? What in the complete fucking mind does it make you feel we should alliance with people who put a bounty on my head before even speaking to me?
I didn't suggest an alliance with them. I simply wanted to explore the possibility of bringing them into the fold peacefully and ending hostilities. That obviously isn't an option, and therefore we're not exploring the possibility any further. I don't see any reason for outrage.
Are you really trying to piss me off more? Because that's what you're doing right now.
Tell me, what did you hope to come from that meeting, Dr. Pisces? What exactly irritated you so much? I simply wanted to be diplomatic and answer his questions and ensure our safety.
Is there a wall in front of us, West? Down there, with that meeting, not you, myself, I spoke to Joffrey on the radio down the road. Okay? I I arranged a
It's not a-
meeting because I don't know when I'm going to be alive because of these contracts on my head. So if you don't
Well,
realise,
it just so
Wes,
happens.
if you do not realise, before that radio transmission was made by these Catholics, they had set fucking bounties on my head for no reason. And you're trying to turn over a new rock, thinking an alliance, or trying to think whatever way possible is okay? You know what, Wes? Just get out my face and just think about what you said, okay? Because it was fucking stupid, okay? And I want you, before you go, I want you to apologise to the rest of those people down there for calling them a moron, because you just insulted people when actually you're the fucking moron right now.
I don't have to take this from you. I can't believe Fine, Dr. Pisces. Why don't you have your bloodshed? Enjoy it. I hope you're satisfied with the body count when all is said and done. I apologize for attempting to resolve things. It won't happen again. I assure you of that.
Oh my god, I'm freezing into a complete fucking idiot.
Incredible. Unbelievable.
Dr. West.
Yes.
I know this isn't the right time, but do you have time to look at this wound?
Done, I don't think that's
I suppose it would be...
time.
If not, don't worry.
It would be good
Actually,
to...
don't worry about it.
It would help me take my mind off things.
Okay.
No, please, come in. I need something to take my mind off this outrage. I can't believe
Dom,
this.
for the
Who does she
first-
think she is?
Look,
Doesn't she know who I
take
am?
up on
Treating me like a child, doesn't understand how politics work. Calls me bloodthirsty fool. Doesn't she understand the... Anyway. Have a seat. We'll take a look here. So, what exactly seems to be the issue?
And, I seem to have, cut my, eyelid in half, and, there was a shoddy doctor after Mandel fixed it, but in his checking again, a shoddy doctor put an alcohol tincture in my eye to try and clean the wound.
Well, it's a wonder that you're, you withstood the pain. I'm sure that was excruciating. Excuse me a moment. I'll just get changed. I'll be right with you.
Dr. West is with a patient at the moment.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Alright, so how long ago did this...
Not I cared much about her Hippocratic oath.
Perhaps, 3 or 4 days.
I see. Any redness or swelling associated with it? Is it starting to get swollen or any
no,
soreness?
To me, but I mean, Mandel did an alright job, I presume. But I took the bandages off yesterday, and I can't really see out of it. It's kind of hard to keep open. It's due to the stitches, of course.
Dr. Pisces, I believe security is well in hand. Thank you very much. I'm not in need of your security services at this time.
Okay. What?
If you're that way. If we
I'm
are
gonna
worried
put
about
your
this.
hands on your head right now.
What in the world is this? What do you think you're doing?
Right now. On your knees right now.
You've got to be kidding me. All right. What is the meaning of this?
Now, you see this gun right here? Right, you see this gun right here?
Hey!
You see it right to your head right now?
Yes. Yes,
No,
I
let
can
me
see
do
the one
this.
behind
Let me
you?
do this.
There's no need for bloodshed here, everyone. Let's
You
all
want
calm
to go-
down and
You want to go with the Catholics, don't you? You wanted to ally with
the
them?
what?
This is the new stone. If
Reed,
this new
put the gun
stone
down.
went... If this
Maybe she
new
does
stone followed, okay, this would
Yo, put
is
the
what
gun
would
down.
happen, Wes. Because I'm not following...
let's all take it easy. Let's all calm
what
down.
you
There's no need
want.
for anyone to get shot here. Okay, okay.
You know why,
Put her
Wes?
gun
I
down.
was
Tell
gonna
me who
follow
did
If
them.
we
after
went
my
to the
wound.
Catholics,
That's what I did.
if we went to the
Guys,
Catholic
You know,
Church,
use your eyeballs.
My eye.
everyone shut up! Jesus Christ! If we went with the Catholics, not only would their guns, and when I say their, I mean the kingdoms, everyone who hates the Catholic, which is the most of Chinaris, okay, would be pointing their fucking gun at your head, Wes. So don't you dare walk down that fucking hill and call me a moron when I just saved your life from one group, when it could have been more than one group, okay? I'm glad I got my cell clear, okay? Good. Now you can go with the patient and you can help him.
Well, that was awkward.
What a wa-
You heard him just in case, right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Said you heard him just in case, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I've got a great deal to think about. Perhaps I've made a mistake in my judgment, choosing who I associate myself with.